Hello everyone and welcome to Micah Manages It, the Micah Makes It podcast. This is a series I will do answering questions you may have on the Christian faith, as well as on my channel and how I started, how I got to be where I got to be, and any other questions you may have. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to Micah Manages It, the Micah Makes It podcast. I hope you've enjoyed this week so far, and I hope my podcast makes your week a little bit better. So today we're going to be talking about the favorites. So what I have and what are my favorite things to do and everything. Let me try and adjust the stand real quick. It's kind of high for my mic. Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying your week, and I would say leave a comment down below, but I don't think you can do that anymore. I don't think the microphone stand is moving, so I'll just have to move it closer. And hopefully it still sounds good. So I have printed off a list of favorite questions you can have, what is your favorite color, food, blah blah blah. So there's 20 of them, I think. Yeah, 20. And so we're just going to go ahead and get into it, and I'm trying to see if there's another way I could try and move this microphone down. It's just a little high, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I've got my piece of paper here, and I'm going to scoot back from the mic a little bit. Hopefully it still sounds good. So the first question is, before we do that though, just want to say thank you again for 280 subscribers. That's the number right now when it's coming out, I believe. It's long. It's around 280, I know. And so I want to say thank you for that. And thank you for clicking onto this video and coming to listening to Micah Makes It with me. Listening to the Micah Manages It podcast. Sorry, I'm tired. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 8. Yeah, I finished summer camp last week. Anyway, let's go ahead and start. My favorite color. My favorite color is orange, and I'll get to why I like orange in a little bit, because it kind of goes with another thing. And I also want to remind you we will have trivia, so I'll just be picking 3 of the questions that you'll have to have remembered. So 3 of my favorite things to do. So, next one is food. My favorite food. It's hard. I love pizza. It's really good. And my mom's been making what we call Greek bowls. It's so good. It's Greek rice, Greek chicken, and then cucumbers, tomatoes, feta cheese, I think, and then tzatziki sauce. It is so good. And that's got to be my favorite food right now. We just had it for dinner last night, and it was amazing. Favorite restaurant or restaurants? It has an S, in parentheses. So my favorite restaurant is probably Chick-fil-A, but I'm gonna pick some other. I love Five Guys, even though we don't go there that much. Texas Roadhouse. And Burger King, those are all really good. And then pizza places. I just basically love any type of pizza from anywhere. Yeah. And so the next one says his favorite drink or soda, etc. I really enjoy trying to think of drinks that I've only gotten a few times before that I don't really usually get. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I just loosened the stand. Favorite drink. I honestly really love. I love anything cherry. So I love Cheerwine. That's really good. It's basically a cherry flavored Coke type thing. I like root beer, even though it's weird. A lot of people say it just tastes like toothpaste, which it does, but it does in a good way. It's weird. It tastes like toothpaste, but it does in a good way, so that I still like it. let's see. Favorite candy bar. I gotta go Snickers with that. Snickers are my all-time favorite. The combination between the peanuts and the chocolate and the caramel is also good, especially like the 6-inch bars. I think that's how long they are. I don't know what you call them. Like, they're not fun size. I hate when people say they're fun size and yet they're like the tiniest thing you've ever seen. It's not fun. Nobody wants a fun size little. What would be fun is a Snickaloaf. That's what I want. Tim Hawkins made that up, and I'm hoping it's in the making. A Snickaloaf, just like a loaf of Snickers, instead of a loaf of bread. Favorite dessert. So this kind of goes to the second question, or the question after this. I love cookies, and the next question is, what is your favorite cookie? So it kind of works well. Yeah, I love cookies. I don't like stuff that's too sweet. I'm more of a salty than sweet type of person. So, let's see. I could probably go with. I like. I know I sound like an old person, but I like oatmeal raisin cookie. People are calling me old just because I like oatmeal raisin cookie, but I don't. I'm not old. I'm only 13, and so I like it because I'm not that huge fan of something super sweet, unless I'm just in the mood. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the stand. So it may be bumping. And I also like white chocolate macadamia nut. That's I think is how you say it. Yeah, I like that, and chocolate chip. Those are my 3 favorites. Favorite snack. Ooh, okay. I love goldfish. I know that. Okay, so it's like you love old dessert for like old people and like babies, but I like the what do you call it? It's like the flavor blasted. Yeah, with like the extra cheese on it. Oh, they're so good. And like the best thing is like when in they're covered in cheese after. And so you like, yes. Because the cheese is the best part. I don't like regular goldfish that much because they say it's cheese, but like I just it feels like I'm just biting on a regular cracker. I don't really taste the cheese that much. But anyway, yeah, that's probably got to be one of my favorite snacks. That and uh like my dad makes this really good dill pickle popcorn. So it's popcorn and sprinkle. Sorry, not dill pickle, just dill popcorn. He makes popcorn like we get the seeds and then we pop it ourselves, not in the bag. And then we put dill seasoning and like butter and salt. It is so good. It's like the best popcorn in the world. Yeah, homemade popcorn. That's my all-time favorite. Not in the bag. So my favorite flower. I'm just gonna say a rose. I mean, I like how they look and the color of them, but I'm not really into flowers that much. Okay, the next one is favorite movie. I wonder if I could put like sequels or like a series. There we go. So like Star Wars or something. Right now, it's probably gotta be. I just watched The Incredible Hulk, and so right now, it's probably gotta either be that or. This can sound so weird, but it's a movie called The Princess Bride. I know you're like, oh, it's a princess movie. No. It is the funniest movie I've ever seen. Ever. It's not just about like a princess, even though there is one in it. There's so many funny guys. Like there's these 3 guys that try to kidnap her, and they're hilarious. It's an older movie, but it's funny. It's really funny. And okay, favorite book or author? I read Star Wars Heir to the Empire. It's a Legends book. And right now it's got to be my favorite. That and Dogman. Those are my favorites. It's written by Timothy Zahn, I think. Or Jean. I don't know. I don't know how to say his last name. Zahn. And then Timothy, how you'd regularly spell Timothy. It's a Star Wars like Legend series. And called Star Wars Heir to the Empire. There's 3 books in the trilogy, and right now I'm on the second one. So trying to get through that. It's just I don't like reading that much, but like once I get into it, I enjoy it. So favorite sports teams. So this is where the orange came into. I like Clemson, the Clemson Tigers. They're in college football, and then high school. It's a local high school near me. They're called the Greer High School Yellow Jackets. I like going to their football games. And then professional football, I cheer for the Jacksonville Jaguars because they have 2 really good Clemson players. And let's see, that's probably that. My favorite holiday, I'm gonna say Thanksgiving and Christmas are tied. And also Easter because that's when Jesus came and died on the cross. Um, but I was gonna say Thanksgiving because I love all the food. I love all that good stuff that everyone makes and all that jazz. And yeah, I learned that saying recently. And so also uh, Christmas because I love the fellowship. I love presents, but not just giving them. I mean, getting them. I like giving them too. Like seeing someone's face when they open up a present I got them. How happy they are. Hopefully, they're happy. Favorite places to shop. I've got to say, probably Walmart. Just that because I've started recently gotten into Funko Pops. So I have 5 of them right now. Let's see. I have the El Arachno. It's in the Marvel like Lucha Libre edition, the wrestlers. Then I have Baze Malbus from Rogue One, Jyn Erso from Rogue One, Saul Guerrero from Rogue One, and then Grogu with some cookies, which I just got yesterday from Hobby Lobby. I know who would have thought that you'd get Funko Pops at Hobby Lobby, but it's from the Mandalorian, the Grogu. And so, my favorite subject. Oh, I also like shopping at the Hobby Lobby. I should have mentioned that. My favorite subject. I don't know what that means. I think it means like in school. I like reading, even though I don't like reading that much. It's just like the easiest class at my school. That and Spanish. I love taking Spanish because my school, our teachers are really nice and they'll bring like snacks and everything for us. And so, let's see. I'm trying to see what the other thing is. CD or musical artist. I probably right now does it say song or okay. CD or me I'm trying to think. CD or musical artist. Yeah, I've my mind's kind of going blank. I don't have a favorite. I'm listening to the Final Countdown right now. That's one of my favorite songs. The Final Countdown by Europe. Not the place, the band. Sorry, not the continent, the band. One of my favorite artists is probably gotta be. Trying to think. I like Newsboys and Colton Dixon and a bunch of people. Trying to think. Oh well. And so, sorry. Hold on, there may be some noises outside my door. Hopefully not, because this mic. A radio station. It's a local station called His Radio. Well, not sorry, it's not local. I'm pretty sure it's all over America. But 89.3 is His Radio if you're in the upstate of South Carolina, around that place. And so, you say my favorite hobbies or Hobby Lobby. That's my favorite hobby. Ha ha ha. Yeah. But hobbies. I like playing video games, but I only play like once a week. And I like making my YouTube videos. Those are always fun. And then my favorite vacation spot. I don't really like the beach that much. I prefer the mountains. Just because the beach is, I always get sand everywhere. Sand gets everywhere. It's rough and annoying. I don't know. I'm trying to do an Anakin imitation right now, but rough and irritating. That and the salt water always burns my eyes. I've got stung by jellyfish before, seen sharks really close. And last year I got an ear infection, which that doesn't have anything to do with the beach, but that just kind of feels like something at the beach for some reason. But I prefer going to Dollywood in Tennessee. I love that amusement park. That and Carowinds. Although I've only ever been to Carowinds once. But still, yeah, I like going up to Tennessee and staying in like a cabin in the mountains or something like that. We did that for Christmas this year with my mom's side of the family. My favorite TV show or shows. Let's see. I probably have to go. I'm gonna say Obi-Wan Kenobi, the TV show. That's my favorite right now. That and The Mandalorian. Can't wait for all the other releases. And then it says anything else we should know. If not that I can think of. There's not anything else I can think of. I feel like I've told you a lot throughout this podcast and throughout my channel. I've said a lot in the first podcast of My Story. That sounds like an app, like My Story. I did that and then told you about my life in the second one, or maybe the third one, I don't know. And then I told you about a bunch of my favorite stuff in this one. So, if you just go throughout my videos, you'll find pretty much any question you have about me. But that's going to be it for this week's episode. We're going to do the trivia now. Yeah, I know. I just like the little jingle and that wee sound. I like it. Alright, so trivia. What is my favorite cookie? Actually, list one out of the three. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is, you could have either said oatmeal raisin cookie, white chocolate macadamia nut, or chocolate chip. What is my favorite color? Give you 5 seconds for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is orange. And to go along with that, what is my favorite high school football team? I mentioned 3 teams, high school, college, and pro for football. But what is my favorite high school football team? 3, 2, 1. I know that wasn't a 5-second countdown, but the answer is Greer High School Football. Yeah. Greer, Greer. But that's going to be it for this week's, well, not this week's, just this episode. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the Micah Manages podcast. Go check out some other videos on my channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will never miss another short video or podcast. Hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Micah Manages with the Micah Makes It podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, find a video that you can comment on, and you can comment, and I will hopefully get a podcast up soon on those. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss another video, short, or podcast. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.